Good evening, Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center, pulling up a chair, a cup of joe, and we're going to do a little storm tracking. We got some pretty angry storms out west, pretty much in between Del Rio and Rock Springs on this Tuesday night. I hope it's a good one for you. And you see the one warning that's over Valverde County, north of Del Rio. If you go up 277, that's the first storm that signaled the first severe thunderstorm warning. So we had the watch in effect, and now that watch has actually been extended farther east to now include Edwards County, as well as the county below it, and Kinney. So Edwards and Kinney County now under the severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. tonight. And you notice that we're not carrying it, or they're not carrying it, National Weather Service, any farther east, because we have a cap, a huge dome of high pressure. The reason why we've been so hot is that high pressure is in control, and that's a sinking air motion. It's a warm air cap aloft. There are big inhibitors to these storms over San Antonio. So unlike last week when we saw some of these travel all the way east into the city, it won't happen tonight. You can see that they're tracking northeast towards Rock Springs, and that's going to be the trend. We always watch for any of those individual supercells to break out of that mean flow, and that only means a very dangerous storm, but not the case. So far, so good on what we've been experiencing. We've seen, well, I haven't seen any reports, but so far the hail reports have not come in, but hail is going to be radar indicated, or radar estimated, I probably should say. And let's take a look at what we've got with that. So we get to the most recent now image, and we'll put some hail on here. And there you go. That's a pretty good size hail core. Northwestern Kinney County, northeast of Del Rio. See it? Let's just go ahead and lose that, and let's see what we got right in the heart of it. 1.7. That's a good size hailstone. So that's going to be, boy, at least a $50 to inch and a half in diameter. So you're more like a golf ball. About the size of a golf ball with that one. And it's moving northeast. These storms have been tracking northeast. Let me see what, 35, and that's actually moving due north almost. So I want to go ahead and storm track this for you. And we'll do that main hail core. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. And we're going to be north at 35 miles per hour. And right where the hail is. And nothing's coming up. Such a small little swath I drew there. So I could draw it a little bit larger, but I was just kind of doing it on the hail core, or even just do the cone right from there. Carter Valley at 850. So it really could stay west of Rock Springs if it holds together. You see the little gray areas that are in some of those other cells? That's going to be pea-size hail, maybe marble size at the most. But again, everything stays west of us. Take out the X and bring in the dog. Yakety yak. No, not tonight, Pete. No, no rain there. Hey, Lisa, can't hear me. Is everybody okay on sound? Sorry, sorry. I hope that resolves itself. That is a good one, Ole. So we're moving north, Karen. It won't be moving too much farther east. That's why I'm not expecting any of what we're looking at to reach San Antonio tonight. These will continue moving north. This is all action coming off the dry line west of where you're looking right now. 2 active warnings that are in effect until 9 o'clock. I don't know if that's both of them. Let me see on that one. Oh, they got that. Yeah, this one's up. Actually, the smaller one in Valverde County, 8:45, then this larger one covering most of Edwards County. I'm sorry, not Edwards, but Kinney County until 9 p.m. So up until 9 p.m. on that supercell that's northeast of Del Rio. I haven't thrown in lightning. Okay, that other warning has now been canceled. You just saw that go away. So we just have one active warning on that one cell there. Let me show you lightning. It's going to be impressive because these supercells are creating and generating a lot of updraft. Strong updraft, always going to produce good hail. And significant lightning, for sure. So yeah, bearing down on Rock Springs, and I think it holds together for Rock Springs, but you see those little showers that are popping out in front of it, like right in here, watch those. See those little downpours? Those are little outdraft showers. Can't call them thunderstorms just yet, but they could build into thunderstorms. And they're pretty much flowing out of the downwind or the downflow of the big supercells. So when those winds from top to bottom of the storm go down, hit the surface, and then shoot out, and then it's almost like a mini gust front, you know, because you've got a tremendous amount of wind energy, the huge updraft into the storm, the downdraft coming and hitting the surface and shooting out, sometimes to the point where you have straight line winds, not the case here, but definitely coming down at a pretty good speed and then hitting the surface and shooting out, and it'll lift, it'll pop additional showers, almost again like a little mini gust front that forms. Haven't seen, sometimes you'll see like a complete like line, it'll show up on radar, a very narrow band of green that typically represents those gust fronts, but I'm not seeing that with these. Instead, you're just going right into the little pop-ups that are occurring out in front of the main cluster of storms. So some pretty strong storms. Pardon me, west of the city tonight. Good evening, Stephanie. When will we cool down from this hot heat, right? It's going to be a while. I mean, on the 7-day forecast, we're not getting a break in this heat wave. We are staying hot. Camp Wood, yeah, it's going to be close. You know, I think you'll get some showers, and I'm thinking that last little cluster, see it right in, let me get a pointer for you and show you what I'm talking about. Right in here. Oh, wait a minute, lost that. Where'd you go? So this little guy right there, I think this one right here could reach Camp Wood. So it's not severe, and it's not even producing a lot of hail, but it could clip you. A lot of all of this action that's causing the severe warning will stay west of Camp Wood and more or less head towards Rock Springs, okay? Not expecting much more than that. You can see some new storms now. I'm just noticing south near Eagle Pass. Some new action is coming across the border there. There's also some more mountain range thunderstorms that are going to start dying out now. But that one warning until 9, we've got golf ball size hail and winds are gusting, radar estimate, at 60 miles per hour. Haven't gotten any reports. Now estimating, though, golf ball size hail is the only real report. But again, we're estimating off of radar what size these are. So one of the factors is definitely going to be storm height. I want to lose the lightning here and just do a slice on these cells. Let's do it on this guy, right where that hail is. Let's see what kind of height we're dealing with. Right on top of it. Okay. Yeah, these are big. So look at that. Over 60,000 feet. Whew. And you see that purple? When you see that kind of an updraft of the hail going up to 30,000? Of this hail core right in here, going all the way up to 30,000 feet alone, right embedded inside. And then the storm top itself as high as 60,000. But this is very impressive right here. This shows you how powerful. I mean, just inside that core, it's going up to 30,000. 30,000 is a significant thunderstorm. That would be a strong thunderstorm. This is double that, you know, I mean, twice as high. It's phenomenal.
Your team's winning. I'll let you know. 4-0.
So yeah, pretty good hail core. The hail will stay west of Camp Wood, but that cell that's near the radar site is going to have the best chance of reaching Camp Wood. This guy right here. This one could be moving more towards Camp Wood, kind of that direction there. So yeah, just wanted to bring you up to speed on this. Let's just do the last 2 hours of radar loop here. And this again came out of the dry line, a little outflow boundary that just working with good daytime heating, high wind speeds aloft, really good CAPE, what we call that CAPE, a convective available potential energy, very high along the Rio Grande from last week again into this week. Oh, look at, yeah, I've got to prop up the Gold Dusters dance team, O'Connor High School. I'm Kendall's dad. That's right. I didn't get this shirt at Maury Povich's show. No, that didn't happen. This actually from the dance team, the year Kendall was on it. Miss those days. That was a lot of fun. So you see what happens with that first storm, the one that's across northern Valverde heading into Sonora, how it just kind of spreads out now. I mean, it's still going to be a significant thunderstorm area, and it's within the watch, so it's in an environment conducive to hold it together. It could strengthen, back up, something to watch, but not for us, obviously. That'll be outside our viewing area heading towards San Angelo. But the trend will typically be that, I mean, everything moving north, nothing's really breaking out and moving east to get rain to us. I mean, instead, these storms are just going to line up pretty much between Eagle Pass and Del Rio and north to Sonora and Rock Springs and Sonora, and kind of stay in that lane, if you will. I mean, there might be a, you know, shower as far east as, say, Uvalde or Bandera maybe, but that's about it. I mean, that would be a long shot. I say that, but look at that. A few little showers are trying to get started up right there between Uvalde and Hondo up towards Bandera. Every drop counts when it comes to a drought, right? Every drop counts. All right, comments. What time do we expect? We don't, Kathleen. This will stay west. We will not get any rain in San Antonio, Destiny. It won't happen here. There's Castroville. What's going on? What's up, Olay? Da Vinci Hal. Hal Da Vinci. Yeah, Barksdale, I mean, some of this will hit, yeah. No rain in Tilden, Nick, sorry. Yeah, Lakey, it's going to be close. A lot of it could stay west of you. You might get some showers, but as far as these stronger thunderstorms, they should stay west of Lakey. Thank you, Lisa, absolutely. Kerrville, there's a shot, you know, I mean, a long shot of maybe a shower. I don't think any of this will move much farther east than what you're seeing now. It's moving due north to northeast, if anything. All right. Aquifer, yeah, Tony, hey, how you doing? Still in stage 2, 7 feet away from stage 3, so we have kind of leveled off, had some decent rains last week that have helped. Conservation is a water source. Don't forget that. Conservation is a water source. The more you conserve, the better off we are. And so you should only be watering once per week based on your address. And it's the 7-11 rule when we're in stage 2. You can only water between 7 and 11 a.m. or 7 and 11 p.m. And that's using your sprinklers. Remember, if you want to hand water, you can do that any day, anytime. But you're only going to want to do it in the morning or late at night, or else it's just not doing that much good anyway. But yeah, you can water once per week based on your address. 0 and 1, you can water Mondays. 2 and 3, you water on Tuesdays. 4 and 5 on Wednesdays. No watering on the weekends. And again, that's using your irrigation system. And call if you see a building or if your company or anything that's, you know, on a timer. Like all too often, you'll see sprinklers on and they just don't need to be. I mean, they don't have to be. And they're, you know, like in the middle of the day I've seen it. And it's just such a waste of water to water in the middle of the day this time of year. It really hardly does you any good. All right, good news on that hail core. It's really starting to weaken. Doesn't mean the storm. I want to take hail off for a minute and see what the decibels are. It's still pretty strong. See that? You're not losing much on decibels there with reflectivity. Hand water, really good, especially if your plants are indoors, right? Yeah, absolutely. You don't want a sprinkler inside. Jamie, storm's going to make it in the city limits. No, they won't. They won't, unfortunately. They're going to stay west. So we've got this severe thunderstorm warning up until 9 p.m. Edwards and Valverde County. Pretty big coverage area on this warning. I mean, it's down along the border, but it goes all the way up into Edwards County, southern Edwards County, south of Rock Springs. But it does appear Rock Springs is definitely going to get some very heavy rain and some thunderstorms. All right, if you don't mind, I'm going to go, since it's 8:30, go check a crawl real quick. I'll leave this up for you, just like that, okay? And I want to go take care of a crawl on Ken's 5. I've got something to shoot, and I shall return. And we are back live in the KENS 5 Digital Center. Had to take care of some KENS 5 television business. And now we're back live. How many do we have? Okay. Thanks for staying with us. Radar is live. I'll always keep that up in a severe weather situation just to make sure you're aware of what's happening. But, you know, we can broadcast from here if necessary. That's typically when it's a San Antonio situation. But, you know, when it's out west, and a lot of this is affecting rural areas of northern, oh, there we go. Is that, yeah, that warning has been changed. You just saw that happen before your very eyes. So now let's see what so we're continuing until 9 p.m. They just kind of shrunk the polygon on that warning. But still no reports, no storm reports are in. But I'll tell you what's encouraging is you're starting to see that storm shrink a little bit. The hail core has significantly shrunk. We had golf ball size hail, now down, when you see that gray area, that's going to be marble pea size, maybe penny size at the most. And now that we're going into Edwards County, you can see that Rock Springs is still going to get some very heavy rain, some winds of about 40 to 50 miles per hour, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to get some small hail in Rock Springs. Remember, if you can safely take pictures, do so. But again, safely take pictures. Do so and send them to us. btaylor@kens5.com is my email, or even bill@kens5.com if that's easier to remember. I'll get them either way on those two emails. And we'd love to get those on the 10 p.m. newscast on KENS 5. And notice again that the trend on these is north, but I'm seeing a couple of showers. Look at Bandera, and you see just west of there. So Medina, Texas, not Medina County, but Medina, Texas is up west of Bandera. Might be getting some of that light rain. So we're getting some shower activity, almost into Kerrville even. Some more coming down near Camp Wood and Lakey. But the severe cells are out just south of Rock Springs. One active warning right now is in effect until 9 p.m. Edwards and Kinney County, the polygon has been greatly shrunk down. It was covering a good portion of Kinney, but now it's really primarily in that small little area that we're concerned with. So let's take a look at what we should see on a Rock Springs arrival. All right, let's take that off. We're going northeast at 25 miles per hour. Northeast at 25. Okay. So we'll just stick with this cell. (9:44), about an hour. But that doesn't mean it's not going to start raining within an hour. You'll get some light rain. You can see what's just off to the west should impact part of Rock Springs. It's just kind of the eastern edge of that line. But then that stronger storm to the south, just entering Edwards County, that's the one that'll probably affect Rock Springs more, and that could be the stronger winds and some small hail. Just to prepare for that, in the next 45 minutes, you'll start, again, expecting or experiencing some higher winds. But this, again, I can't repeat it enough, all stays west of San Antonio tonight. I'm not expecting any of this to drift any farther east than what you see. Sergeant says he agrees with Bill. He's a super genius. Wow, Sasha, thank you. And thank you, Sergeant. Appreciate you. Who can water on negative days, dude? Confused about your watering days. My address ends in a negative. That's good, David. All right, so let's see here. Last couple hours looping. And one of the things, let's put some lightning on that shows us the intensification or the weakening is the amount of lightning that's being produced. You can see that cluster that's just entering Edwards County is still producing significant lightning as it enters Edwards County. So I don't expect that to fizzle out anytime soon. Some residual storms are popping south, and that's going to be in Kinney County, east of Del Rio. Those are two brand new cells that just started up. And again, in such a volatile environment, this Rio Grande area of the state has had very strong wind shear, has had high amounts of what we call CAPE, which is available potential energy. It measures the atmosphere's ability to produce strong updrafts. And it's been run 1,000 joules, it's measured in joules per kilogram. 1,000's high. 1,000 bears watching. The numbers in this region for the last 2 weeks have been right around 3,000 to 4,000. I mean, just super volatile environment. Humidity's high, so all you need is that trigger dry line, and this is what you get. Now, farther east where we are, high pressure, a lot more control, and that means a temperature inversion, a cap of warm air aloft, which is a big thunderstorm inhibitor. So whenever these storms encounter that cap, they fizzle fast, and that's why they'll stay west. Because as they move east, you can see some of the showers that are falling across the hill country. That would be about the extent of it. We won't be seeing anything more than that. These storms will pretty much stay on that line and really not even cross over Highway 83 between, I would just draw that line from Junction to Uvalde. That'll be pretty much the line of demarcation of where these storms will stop. Yeah, so I did the quick change, Pete. What's up? What's up now? Had to do a little 10 p.m. newscast taping, so I even touched up the makeup. What else is happening out here? Hey, Star Reyes, how are you? Glad you're watching. So there you have it, okay? Just west of Camp Wood. That's where that storm, the strongest storm on radar now, and we've got it. I want to stick with you and see what we do on this warning. Sometimes they give you a heads up on chat. Continues. Oh, there we go. We got hail estimated at 0.8 of an inch in diameter, so just under an inch in diameter. Almost the size of a quarter, right about there. Nothing in San Antonio for a while, Jared. I'm afraid it's going to be a while before we get a chance of even seeing rain. Not tonight, Grace. This will all stay to our west.
About what? Oh, yeah, I see them. Yeah, I was surprised. When I came out, I noticed that we had the morning came out and shared that, so I didn't get much traction online. So I thought people would care about this yet. Maybe I posted to you. Maybe they already said it.
We'll see what they do with that warning. In the meantime, let's go ahead and save that view. Oh, we're not. Can't do that. Can't save that view, but I can show you the 7-day forecast. And what is to come. You know, again, we're staying rain-free around here with anything that goes up along the dry line staying to our west. All we've got is the heat, mid-90s. And this is still a heat wave, way too early. We're going into a second week as we expect these temperatures to only climb as we begin next week. You see 96 Monday, up close to 100 a week from today. The normal 85, or I should say the average, 85. Remember, we say average because it's literally an average of the last 30 years of climate data. That's an average high, 85 degrees. So we're 10 degrees at least above average for the next 3 to 5 days. Then it goes even higher as we get into next week. And no chance of rain. High pressure, still in control. That's what's causing a lot of this. So with that expected, you can't expect any kind of help on the drought. Show you the drought report real quick before we get back to radar. We've got some exceptional drought in the area. I think San Antonio could start seeing exceptional, but here's what we're going to get. On this Thursday's report, we will get Wednesday's rain. You remember it was Wednesday into Wednesday night. We had some good rain. And so that's all going into this week's report. So this does not reflect the rain we got last week or the rain that we're seeing out west tonight. The rain out west tonight will be included because I think it goes up till midnight tonight on what data they will enter in for this week's drought report. They close the books on Tuesday, prepare Wednesday, release Thursday. So we could see tonight's rain as part of this Thursday's report. We certainly have last week's. So we should see a little improvement on that exceptional drought, hopefully some of the extreme in San Antonio. We did see improvement from exceptional downgraded to extreme around Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, Pearsall, Zavala County, just south, La Pryor, south of Uvalde. That pocket of exceptional south of Eagle Pass continues towards Laredo. The thing that just really sticks out to me on this drought report, that the Texas coast is in extreme drought. The Texas coast is in extreme drought. I mean, it's mind-boggling. See. All right, here we go. Back to the radar. And let's see what they're going to do in just a few more minutes on this warning. Because this warning's up until 9 p.m. Small polygon between Kinney and Edwards counties. You really see this storm weakening fast. If I put hail on, you'll actually see the hail core go from golf ball and that blue right there for a flash. And there it goes. They will let it expire at 9. Okay. I'm just getting word. If current radar trends continue, you're going to let the warning go as scheduled. Estimated hail size has gone down with small hail, heavy rain, lightning being the main hazards. So still, a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning, which I can show you real quick on here. That's not going to, wow. I mean, a very electrical storm package. Look at that. Incredible. But they're going to let this expire at 9 p.m. All right, I will leave this up here as that expires, okay? And wish you all the best. God bless you. God bless yours. And I hope to see you on Eyewitness News at 10. I really do. We're going to have an incredible show tonight. And I hope you'll... Oh, sorry. Dropped my mic. Hope you'll join us. God bless y'all. Have a great night.